A walk down the fertilizer aisle can be overwhelming. There are so many options, it's difficult to know where to begin. If you have a soil test report, use this as a guideline as I walk you through the process of selecting the best type of fertilizer to meet your gardening needs. No soil test? Don't worry. We'll discuss some general guidelines to help you along the way until you do have your soil tested. Selecting the right fertilizer and properly applying will ensure the plants you purchase grow into productive and beautiful landscape specimens. The first thing you may notice are the numbers on the bag. These stand for the percent nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, all essential to plant growth. Generally speaking, nitrogen stimulates leaf and stem growth, while phosphorus, the middle number, encourages flowering, fruiting, and rooting. Milorganite's phosphorus is non-leaching and available for plant use. The last number is potassium, which increases hardiness as well as drought and disease resistance. Many soils have high to excessive levels of phosphorus and potassium. This is due to years of using complete fertilizers like 10-10-10 that contain all three of these nutrients. Since nitrogen is used in larger amounts and the excess phosphorus and potassium tend to stay in the soil, they accumulate over time. Adding more may not help the plants and can interfere with the uptake of other nutrients. Research at the University of Florida found when microorganisms worked on releasing the nutrients from Milorganite fertilizer, it also made some of the phosphorus and potassium bound to the soil available to the plant. You'll have the benefits these nutrients provide without adding additional fertilizers. Now let's review the most common types of fertilizer: organic-based and inorganic, also known as synthetic or commercial fertilizer. Organic fertilizers are derived from plants, manure, or other items or byproducts of once-living organisms. Microorganisms help break down the organic material into nutrients the plants can absorb, making them slow release, so you have to apply less often. They help improve the soil as the nutrients are released over a longer period of time, promoting slow, steady growth. This growth is less susceptible to pests and less likely to interfere with flowering and fruiting. Organic fertilizers generally provide less nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, but do provide micronutrients that synthetics do not. Organic fertilizers, other than fresh manure, are less likely to burn or damage plants. Synthetic fertilizers are manufactured from minerals, gases, and waste products. They are in the form that is readily available to the plant. Unless coated or encapsulated, the nutrients are quickly released and available to the plants. This means you need to reapply often and increases the risk of fertilizer burn. Synthetic fertilizers feed the plants but do not improve the soil. Take another look at the fertilizer bag. Look for the fertilizer analysis. If the formulation has a high percent of water and soluble nitrogen, it's slow release. If it has a high percent of water-soluble nitrogen, it's a fast-release fertilizer, so the excess nutrients wash through the soil and frequent applications are needed. Once you select the type of fertilizer, check the bag to make sure it matches your soil test recommendations. Or consider a low-nitrogen, slow-release fertilizer like Milorganite. It's goof-proof and can be used for all your fertilizing needs, including flowers, vegetables, lawns, trees, and shrubs, for better results naturally.